Is too much of a good thing a problem or a gift? How about hope? That's a good thing, right? But have you ever stopped to consider that having too much hope could be a bad thing? There's a case that can be made that we would be better off having less hope and not more. Stay tuned and I'll tell you why. It's pretty much of a universally accepted principle that hope is a good thing, something we need more of, especially in troubled times. But maybe not. What's wrong with having hope? Hope is what keeps us going, gives us something to look forward to. Most of our faith traditions are based on having hope in this world, or at least in the world to come. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against hope at all. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you get something useful from it. I hope that you subscribe to the channel. I'm more optimist than pessimist, but I also believe that it's a good idea every now and then to question our assumptions. In this case, the assumption is that hope is always a good thing. I really hadn't had time to question that assumption until I was reading a book by Mark Manson. The title is Everything is Bleeped, a book about hope. It was a 2019 follow-up to his earlier #1 best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep. He really likes using the bleep word. It probably turns off potential readers, which is a shame because both of the books are definitely worth a read. The F word gets our attention, which is, after all, one of the points of writing a book. And our attention is required if we're going to consider reconsidering a long-held belief, a cherished belief, that hope is always a good thing. Manson poses this question: what if hope is not the antidote for evil? What if hope is just another form of evil? Hang on, don't click off. Manson is not anti-hope at all, but he wants his readers to give what they think about hope a rethink. The dangerous thing about hope is that it requires no effort or action on our part. In fact, it's a great way to avoid having to do anything meaningful while at the same time giving us the comforting illusion that we are doing something. We're hoping. That's how diets crash and burn. As soon as your willpower is gone, you start hoping you'll lose weight. But unless you're actually doing something to lose weight, like restricting calories and exercising, it's not going to happen. The same goes for big issues like gun control. The Second Amendment gives Americans the right to bear arms, but what do we do with all the mass shootings, all the thousands of people who die from gun violence every year? There's a real conflict there. It seems like most people have decided to hope the situation will improve. We can sincerely hope that our leaders will come up with a solution that will satisfy everyone. And this relieves us of the obligation to do anything that will actually address the issue, let alone solve the problem. The problem remains. You can't hope weight away any more than you can hope for meaningful gun control. As long as you're hoping for a change, there is a high likelihood there won't be any. Worrying about it doesn't help either. Hope and worry are actually opposite sides of the same coin. Neither requires any real effort on our part, while at the same time giving us the illusion that we're doing something. We hope for the things we want and desire, and we worry about the things we don't want or don't want to happen, the things that we don't like and are afraid of. The result is, nothing happens. When hope fails, we can take it to the next level and start wishing. But of course, wishing rarely works either. So what are we to do? Emphasis on the word do. Stop blaming others or waiting for someone else to come fix it for you. Too much hope can blind us. That's when we put on the rose-colored glasses, and they don't work either. So what is the answer? I'll close with a quote from the late Peter McWilliams from his book Wealth 101. McWilliams says, "Hope so often is what people use in place of action. They know something isn't right. They know something must be changed, and instead of doing something about it, they merely hope it will get better. doing is better than hoping. If there is something you can do, do it. Remember, time is the greatest asset that we have. Don't waste a second of it. For It's About Time, I'm Phil Dean. See you next time.